No, your eyes do not deceive you. There is a new Acoustasonic. The Acoustasonic Stratocaster has come out from Fender. You've probably seen our review of the guitar on its own. If you haven't, make sure that you click that link and go watch it. Today, right now, we are going to compare the Acoustasonic Telecaster with the Acoustasonic Stratocaster so you can hear the different sounds that each guitar makes. Stay tuned. Hey, you're watching Alamo Music TV. My name is Chris McKee.
I'm Cooper Greenberg.
We're here with Alamo Music Center in San Antonio, Texas, and you can find us online at alamomusic.com. If you watch our channel and you like to support us, but maybe you can't shop here at our store, make sure that you head to our Teespring store and get a shirt like this. I'll put that up in a link above us, and of course, it's down below as well. So, today, we're going to be looking more in depth at the newest guitar from Fender in the Acoustasonic. I'm going to go ahead and call it line at this point. I think two guitars makes it a line. So, and that is the Acoustasonic Stratocaster. So last year, unless you've been hiding under a rock, you know that Fender introduced the Fender American Acoustasonic Telecaster to much fanfare. In fact, we had a lot of views on our videos. We did comparisons with this guy and the T5Z, which is a popular kind of hybrid guitar that these fall in the same category of. We did another comparison where we actually listened to the sounds of this guitar to the sounds that it models to see, how true to form it really is. So today we're going to do another comparison because it has a brother.
Yep.
Right? A new baby brother's been born that has a few different lines, maybe looks more like his father than the Telecaster does, and different sounds. So, as you can see between these two, the recipe is kind of the same, right? Mm-hmm. So we've got fully hollow bodies. We've got spruce tops on both. The bodies are mahogany. They've been basically hollowed out. The top is suspended there, right? Nice satin finish. Some carving on the heel, brushed aluminum plates. Really the same concept, but there are some differences that we can see based upon the guitars that they are inspired from. So the Telecaster has the Telecaster lines. The knobs are like a Telecaster, right? And then, of course, the bridge placement on the pickup is a lot like a Tele. The Strat, we've been noticing a few different things, right? So the knobs. Mm-hmm.
You can see them very well, but they got a little more flourish on them.
Yeah, they flare out just like a Stratocaster knob does. And the lines, right? The shape of the guitar, we noticed, it's almost like the difference between a Grand Auditorium and like a Dreadnought, where a Dreadnought has a bit of a wider waist, a little shallower carve there. So does the Stratocaster. It looks a little fuller than the Telecaster does. And then flipping around again, this is something Cooper picked up on. There is a belly carve. So if you got the belly, you got the belly carve, and of course the Telecaster doesn't have one. Both have little armrests on them, but the Stratocaster is more pronounced. There's more kind of real estate there, similar to what an actual Stratocaster would have. So all in all, the same recipes there. Headstocks are different, right? Tele headstock, Strat headstock. Ebony bridge and fingerboard continue, and the same basic layout of the electronics and the functionality is the same. And if you're not familiar with that, Cooper, go through it. This is what?
This is volume knob.
Volume, you heard it here.
Yeah,
that's
watch
a volume
yourself.
knob. And then the tone knob is what?
Tone knob blends your A and your B part of your pickup choice.
Not a tone knob.
It's not a tone knob.
It's a mod knob.
Yeah, so all the way to 1 or 0, basically, you're in your A position.
That sounds like an insult you would have in middle school that was a little kind of higher thinking, like calling someone a mod knob or something.
You're a mod knob.
Yeah, well, so that's a mod knob.
Get your mod knob. really get it going. And you know, you got your A position, your B position,
Right.
and then a lot of blend area in between, so you can combine those sounds.
Yeah, so on these guitars, each rotation, each end of that mod knob has a different voice. So you have voice A and you have voice B in each position on the 5-way switch. But because it's a knob and it's not a switch, you can blend between them. And there's a modification they did on the Strat that is different from the Tele that I think this really comes into play, and we'll talk about that. But in essence, you have mostly acoustic sounds on these. That was one of the things that we talked about being decidedly different between these guitars versus, say, like a Taylor T5Z. And I said this last year, I've repeated it, and I think it still holds true. Taylor Guitars is a acoustic guitar company that's made a hybrid acoustic electric guitar that is more electric oriented, right? So the acoustic guitar company made an electric oriented hybrid. Fender is primarily an electric guitar company that's made an acoustic oriented hybrid. So both of these guitars have a number of acoustic sounds, and the different sounds are being accomplished through modeling. So there is a preamp in here with modeling that is done through a combination of Fender's efforts and Fishman's efforts. And between the 5-way switch and the knob, you are able to get all of these sounds. This also has two pure electric guitar sounds, one blended sound. This one has three pure electric guitar sounds, and then you can blend one in. So let's go through each voice on each guitar. We're going to describe them for you and then play through them for you. So there you have it. The most in-depth comparison on the internet, I'm sure, of the Fender American Acoustasonic Telecaster versus the Fender American Acoustasonic Stratocaster. Next up, the Fender American Acoustasonic Jazzmaster. No, I'm not breaking news. If that comes out, then I just got lucky.
I got one on pre-order, you know what I'm saying?
But what's really cool about this is to see Fender basically taking this recipe, taking this technology, applying it to these two guitars with slightly differences to the body, the feel, and of course the sounds that you get out of both guitars. And you know, I think each guitar is going to appeal to a different type of player. I'm already finding myself maybe gravitating more toward the Strat. I like the 3 gain stages. It kind of reminds me of, I have a Mesa Boogie Mark 535, and you've got those 3 gain stages. You have clean, you have fat, and you have crunch. And it's kind of like that. And that's a really versatile option in addition to, of course, all of the acoustic sounds that you have. So what do you think about them?
I mean, both of these guitars have just versatility for any type of gig or just at-home playing, you know. They're nice, like, one guitar. If you have to take one guitar, you can nail a performance. And I also think that Fender recently, especially with like the Tone Master stuff as well, has shown that they're just like on the forefront of modeling the most organic sounds, but just, you know, capturing those great tones. So the acoustic sounds on the Strat really kind of blew me away, especially like the D18 sound that you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite, but it sounds good. Like each of them has its place, you know?
Yeah, it's really fascinating where we're at as far as technology, and not just technology, but how you can bring technology into an instrument and make it compelling. Because we've seen before that companies can bring technology and make it not very compelling. In fact, give us things that we don't want as guitar players. I'm looking at you, Gibson. But, you know, and Fender to an extent, they've tried some things in the past that completely fell on its face because it was the wrong way of going about it. But I think this is a compelling way, and it really serves the needs of the musician. So we'd like to hear what you think. So I'm actually going to put a poll. We know you like those. Right up there, click on that and give us your vote. Which one do you prefer? Do you like the Telecaster? Do you like a Stratocaster? Or, don't worry about me, I'm going to take 2 cases to every gig I do for the rest of my life and have my acoustic and my electric and my amp and my PA, and that'll be it. I'll put that up there. Not so wordy, I'll run out of letters, but you know, cast your vote up there. Tell us what you think, and let us know below in the comments what you thought about the different sounds that are available. Some of the sounds are exactly the same, but the placement's different for very specific reasons as far as how you're going to use it. So all in all, I like them very much. And yeah, now I'm kind of torn about which one I want to take home and make mine. So with all that being said, if it's an Acoustasonic or it's some guitar you ordered off of Amazon that maybe is falling apart at this point, the best guitar is the one that you're making music on. And so we want you to do that. That's why we recommend guitars. We don't want you to get caught with the wrong guitar. We certainly don't want you to get caught with a guitar that's falling apart. If you don't know what I'm talking about, click that link and you'll find out. But we are here for you. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, like our videos, comment below, stick around, and we will bring you more because there's more to come. See ya. Next up, how much spaghetti will fit into an Acoustasonic Telecaster? Are we rolling? All right.